Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. Welcome to version 11.50, and welcome to, welcome to the community hot topics. So, something brand new showed up today on the Reddit, on the Fortnite Reddit. Community hot topics. Let me read this first line. So this came out about an hour ago, and the update has been out now about 7 or so hours, I think, about that 7-8 hours. And it says, hey everyone, we've been monitoring the feedback since version 11.50 went live, and we want to take the opportunity to address the concerns that we've seen. All right, so if you haven't seen it yet, I would say stop right now. Click the little eye that's going to pop up in the corner right now, like there. Up there in the corner is going to be a little eye. Click that little eye. You're going to be able to go to my patch notes update video where I talked about everything that we got or didn't get, I guess, in version 11.50. So for those of you who don't know, today is February 5th, 2020, and we got a downtime and then a patch update, a very large patch update. Some people had 1.5 gigs, some people had 3 gigs. I believe mine was around 2. And when we came back, nothing had changed in Save the World. Now, let me say this before I go. The most shocking thing to me, and the most important thing to me, was the fact that all of our missions did not change. Now, for those of you who know, whenever there's a patch update, every time there's been a patch update, sometimes even when there's content updates, and whenever we have a download, all the missions change. And that's because all of these missions, they're not manually put in there. It's basically like a switch. They turned off the switch to upgrade the servers or whatever. They turned on the switch again. When the switch gets turned on again, all of these missions just automatically through the algorithm get updated. They change. This time they did not. That tells me that Save the World did not get turned off. The Save the World servers did not reset. They did not change. The exact same missions that we had there yesterday or this morning before the update, we have there now. Now, that might not be of much consequence to you, but to me, it's both very curious and very scary. Let's continue talking and see this. So, of course, there were a lot of things that we were expecting. I myself, in my previous videos this past weekend and past week, I told you guys, they said that dungeons were leaving. We thought that dungeons were leaving this week. It made sense. They said dungeons leaving soon. They have Frost Night. We had the final Frost Night. Actually, now that I think about it, do we have any Frost Night still here? So, for those of you, for those of you who don't know, Frost Night apparently is still here. All of it is still here. I'm guessing that the final Frost Night is still here for 2 more weeks, because we do know that we have 2 more weeks until version 12. Now, let's continue with this. We expected a lot. I expected a lot. I thought the dungeons were going to go away. I thought all the quests were going to go away. I thought the Frost Night goods was going to go away. I thought all the winter llamas, all the winter tickets were going to go away. I was right about that one. And because we originally knew that version 11.50 was scheduled for February 6th, and at that time, way before, we knew that was when the season was going to originally end. They extended the season until February 20th. But being that they've told us that Save the World and Battle Royale are no longer on the same update schedule, I assumed, as many others, that we were going to get a massive new update. Maybe the locker completion, maybe a whole new event, a new ticket, new something. Something big was hopefully going to be coming to Save the World today. Nothing did. Nothing. And I have to repeat that. Nothing has changed for Save the World, apart from the tickets and some bugs that are popping up. But let's read about it and see what they're going to say. Locker update. We definitely understand the frustrations by everyone due to the delay, as it's been in the works and promised for quite a while now. That's not the only thing that's been promised for quite a while now, but we'll talk about that in the future. We really want to make sure this feature lands in a good spot because we feel it's extremely important for Save the World. Here's the line directly from the Homebase status report. Homebase is in the final stages of bringing outfits and back blinks to your locker, and there are still a few critical bugs that need squashing before it's ready to release. It's nice that they're keeping us informed about this, but I will have to say this. I do not believe this is extremely important for Save the World. Well, it is extremely important for Save the World because a full locker completion means that they can invite more Battle Royale players to play Save the World and say, hey, guess what? All those things you've spent money on, you can also use them in Save the World. So potentially this will be a good thing for Save the World if they then focus more attention from, to Save the World in maybe making some new updates, making some new stuff so that Save the World can flourish a little more with more influx of people from Battle Royale. There are features that aren't cooperating with each other that need resolving before the system is rolled out. We're hard at work testing this internally, making sure that all the critical issues are resolved and making further quality of life changes on the features that we think everyone will like when it releases. Okay, so there's further quality of life changes on the feature that we think. So I don't know if this is still the same thing or if it's something else. Equally, I've also voiced my opinion about this. I think backbling is a great idea for Save the World because it's awesome, but I don't really enjoy the fact of thinking that I can use any single skin to any character in Save the World. I think it's going to create a bit of confusion unless they create them all by separate. They separate every single different category out, and I don't know how they would do that, but it should be interesting to see. And there's the other feature, I don't know. Winter Llama conversion. So this is exactly what I had thought had happened. I'm glad to see that they announced it or they confirmed it. The auto conversion of Snowflake tickets with this morning's update was unintentional and should have taken place at the end of the season. Due to the auto conversion granting Winter Llamas, the end of season conversion in 12.0 will now be Lunar Llamas. Additionally, we're going to be granting 2 Lunar Llamas to everyone impacted by this early conversion. Now, I gotta say, I really hope this wasn't the case. Yes, I did get myself like 40 Winter Llamas. I will be opening some of them because I need a TED. I never opened one before, but I don't really need any more Lunar Llamas. So I kind of wish they would have also brought back the Winter Llama and just said you can spend on whichever one you want. At the end of the season, we'll convert them all to Lunar. But the important thing here is auto conversion. Again, they had said that February 6th was going to be the end of the season. Someone months ago typed in February 6th, automatic convert all the tickets to Winter Llamas. It happened. So that's why that happened. Again, that though is an indicator, and I'm going to say this right now. Right now, it is still a few hours until the reset the weekly reset in Save the World, which reminds me, I got to go buy all the stuff in the weekly. This is very important. It's possible that they may have forgotten to take away some other stuff. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if today at reset or tonight at midnight, other stuff just vanishes and it doesn't come back, because it's possible that they've forgotten to take off auto some other things. So we got to be careful, guys. It may be that tomorrow we wake up to no Crackshot's neighborhood. It may be up that tomorrow we wake up to something different in the shop. Maybe they had already auto put something in there to put in or take out. There's a lot of different things that could have happened. So we got to keep in mind that hopefully someone is checking everything to make sure that there's nothing that was, auto in there that is still going to happen. Hopefully. Meta early look. We've been gathering feedback since the release of the latest meta change to see where adjustments need to be made. We want to see how change A impacts change B and how players feel about the changes as they interact with each other going forward. This is kind of very difficult because we don't really even know what these have been. Well, of course we do know the changes in the damage and the hero, all that, the abilities and all that. We're still testing on the new iterations to make sure they feel good in game, and we're taking the feedback back that we've gathered since the initial meta change into consideration as we make these new changes. Here's some of the adjustments that we're making in version 12. So supposedly February 20th, these changes are going to be in Save the World. Reducing the damage exploders due to damage. Great. Reducing the distance that the masters begin to charge. Very nice. Buffing underperforming weapons and increasing projectile speed for bows. Very nice. Buffing most damage dealing traps, including the ability to roll nature traps into energy damage. Okay. Adding the tar pit sound wall to llamas and researchable. Wonderful. So all this right here sounds quite positive. Could it possibly make some bugs happen? Of course it could. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to continue scrolling down because the comments get a little interesting and a little colorful in some instances. What I will say though is that there are a couple other, there are no real hidden updates in this one. There are a couple of bugs that I've seen pop up. Some people have been saying that when you smack with your pickaxe, the area of impact, those areas that that you have to hit, sometimes even if you hit it, it doesn't register as a hit. Personally, for me, I haven't had that problem at all. The problem I have had is that we just had right now, we ran a couple of missions and the experience reward was nothing in comparison. We got like 1,000 experience in one, and these were level 80 something, 90 something missions, four man. And then the other mission we got something like 900. So obviously there is a problem with the amount of experience you're getting. Now for most of us that's not going to be a problem because a lot of us have just massive amounts of experience saved up. I don't even know how much I have right now. Let me check. I have, okay, I've got 29.7 million hero, 19.29 million schematic, and 26.72 million survivor. For me, that's not going to be a problem. For people who are active playing the game right now, if you are getting way less reduced experience and you need that experience to level up, this may be a problem. So hopefully that is something that they do address soon, because like I said, it's not going to affect a large portion of us, but it will affect a large portion of players, especially newer players. And that's all I've seen there. Now, the other thing that I've seen, and this is something that I will have to talk about this, the actual chaos system. People might say, well, I haven't really seen a change. I don't understand what this chaos system is and what it does. If you guys want to learn a little bit more of it, check out, I'll leave it down below and I'll make it maybe pop up over there in the corner or at the end, my video on the chaos system. I did not go into it because it is too massive, but I did leave some links that you can go check out. The Unreal Engine version 4.3 and 4.4, which are establishing the chaos system. It's a brilliant system, game engine that has an amazing possibilities. Now, are they being used in Save the World? I do believe they are, and I believe that Save the World has been running the chaos system for a little while now. I think we've been running it for a few weeks, if not longer. We just haven't really noticed it. There's been little things that people during my stream may have noticed where I'm like, oh, look at that, that looks different, or oh, that feels different, or oh, what's going on here. Something I noticed today and recently was the shadows. If you have shadows set in Save the World, shadows look very interesting. The shadow dynamics and the shadow mechanics in Save the World, especially go to a desert map. If you go to a desert map, you're going to be able to see just the lighting, the shadows. I don't know if you guys have noticed the new moon we've had in Save the World for a while now. The moon has changed. There's been a lot of graphical changes, and also something else was something that I really what's it called? Something that I really noticed was the hitboxes. So you guys know what hitboxes are. An enemy has a couple of boxes. If you hit in that area, that you register the hit. I try and do headshots even though I'm not very good in it, and I've been really using a lot of the bows lately, especially that black metal bow. I am horrible with the black metal bow because actual hitboxes are very form-fitting to enemies now. If you guys have watched my stream, you guys have seen me just miss, like the arrows like whiz by their necks and by their ears. That has changed as well. There's been a lot of changes like that I feel have been happening in Save the World for a while now, which is pretty awesome. I gotta say, it's I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that they've done that. I think it's awesome that they've done all these changes. And personally for me, something else that I noticed, and this is something that very few people are going to notice unless you're potentially a streamer, is that now you can actually have native resolution. You couldn't have that before. And the other thing is that we can now have the DirectX 12 beta. Now, for me, a lot of people might be like, what's the big deal about this? The reason why I couldn't see it before is that I use a pass-through system. I'm running Save the World on my gaming laptop, but I'm streaming and I'm recording and I'm viewing everything on my gaming laptop. I do that through a system called Elgato. Basically, it takes the image, or it makes it like a extra monitor and takes it from one, throws it to the other. Before that, I wasn't able to do this. My game, even though it looks great to you guys because it's a direct feed, it's looked pretty good on my videos. To me, I have a very, very cool monitor. I have a 34-inch curved optics AG32CQ. It's an MSI. I love it. But most of the time, I can't really appreciate how beautiful this monitor is because I haven't been able to see this. They changed that now. Even though I have this pass-through system, I can now fully see on my monitor the beauty that is having everything at Epic and at Epic settings and all the max settings. It's really cool. The fluidity, the everything, I love it. We still don't have the trees that Battle Royale had, but you know what? Baby steps. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's it for this. What was it called again? The community hot topic / hidden updates and bugs that we know. I will say this though. I'm a little upset that it. Well, not upset, but I'm a little concerned that it took them 8 hours to do this and they didn't talk about any of the real bugs that people have been talking about. There has been a lot of negative, feedback from version 11.50 because a lot of people are like, we got nothing. And that's true. We did get nothing. Fortnite as a whole has the full chaos system out now. We are benefiting from it, of course, yes. But it is very, very clear and very obvious that Save the World, Fortnite Save the World, got absolutely nothing. There are some bugs in the game. Yes, the conversion of tickets, but that was an automatic thing. That's it. Save the World did not even go down for the patch update. We did not get a reset at all of our servers, of our missions, of anything like that. These missions are the exact same missions we saw last night. How do I know that? Because I really was sad this morning because I remembered, oh, these missions were the ones I was going to run. I'm not going to be able to run them anymore because they're probably gone. The exact same missions. And I do hope they fix that XP issue. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know if you guys have seen anything else because I got to say, the next 2 weeks are going to be, well, if you haven't done dungeons yet, if you haven't done some of the missions, honestly, if you haven't done season hauntings, the Holly Jolly Ransom dungeons, Frost Knight, Misfit Toys, all of these, highly recommend you do it. If you haven't gotten the what's it called? The paper plane, whatever. Dude, I love that weapon. That weapon is one of the best weapons ever. Upgrading with a constructor costs less. Yes, it does. So there are a couple different changes that have happened here and there and everything. We're gonna have to take a look at it. We're gonna have to take a look at this. We're gonna have to continue seeing if there is anything. If you guys do see a bug, make sure to report it within the system. In the patch notes, they showed us how. You just open the bug thing. You explain what's going on. I'm gonna be reporting the XP very soon on that. And yeah, hopefully we can. I know a lot of people don't play the way I play. Hopefully we can find stuff to do. I know I'm going to have plenty to do in the game. I always do every single day. But for the next 2 weeks, if you haven't done anything, you still have time. You still have time to do things. There are a lot of things that still require attention. I will continue to say this every single day until hopefully it comes back. The rewards for evolution materials, reperk and perk up in high level missions were supposed to be balanced. We're supposed to be much higher than they are. They started talking about that in season 9 and then they stopped talking about it. They tried to implement season 10. It didn't work and they just said they were going to do it and they pushed it back and they forgot about it. There's been several things like that in Save the World that they've promised to figure out in the future and they just forget about them and stop talking about them. So hopefully, yeah, we see that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please let me know down below in the comments if you see something else. Please report it if you see some other weird bug or something. And I wish I could end here on a positive note saying, just wait for version 12 or I do believe the developers are working hard, but I've stopped saying that for a while now. I've stopped saying let's wait for next version. Next version is going to be great. Just wait, guys. No, I'm not saying that anymore, guys. I don't say that anymore. Play the game that you have right now, and don't expect some major changes or anything because we don't know if they will happen, guys. I guess just play the game we have now and try and have fun. And if you don't have fun, do something that will be fun and make you happy. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for supporting every one of you using my supporter QR code. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys had a wonderful day and have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.